the 2033 season, and we've got the Panthers, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys on Sunday night primetime.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done. But I think these two teams today both find themselves at the end of the year in that mix.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return starts at the 13. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
First and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. He'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. The worst-case scenario is you turn the ball over, and you come away with 9.
He'll dodge one would-be tackle. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Third and short. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are up to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. When we had a chance to sit down with him the other day, one thing was very clear. He was not picking up runners on the stat line. The interception didn't change the outcome of the game. It certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume He's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Deron Bland with the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll be sending man past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Folks, play action. It's Prescott. This ball intercepted by J.C. Horn.
These are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. Good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action, he'll set up to throw. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play call, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation, using the game pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop the throw. Over the middle. He's got
good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Blitz coming, he'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll keep this himself. A second, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Panthers take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Prescott. Left side, caught by Long.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
That is Ferguson in motion. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 10-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Murray. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
There's a short one caught by Sanders. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a receiver. That's one. A huge play for Dallas. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He's in. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job on front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack. Either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And November's not too early to start thinking about postseason awards. If you are, he's among the favorites at this point to take home the MVP come February. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll go up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Murray. Trying to find somewhere to go forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Prescott now. And across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for Cowboys. 1st and 10.
Dak will throw it here on the 1st down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Now Prescott. A throw left side, caught by Sanders. He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
They'll throw again. Dak. A quick slant taken by left.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage. And so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Cowboys
second down. To the air again. Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Again, Prescott to the air. This one. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right side and caught by Olsen. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. Defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A huge play just before the half. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Ridiculous! Take him out! Wake up!
Now for the point after. He gets it to go. Panthers will come back to tie things at 17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. We'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Damone Clark there to get him down. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense and their running back set to go once more. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently second in that category. The third quarter begins with a run and a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. Look to throw. Left side by Olsen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now, faking the give. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. He'll get this out to his running back.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be dragged down, but until he's inside the 25.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And he can hang on through the contact It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
On play action. Here's Dak. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that play. When the ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Outside, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. It's made there. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw again. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Down the try here for the point after. It's up and good. Panthers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Cowboys 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now a return coming from the 14. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The motion man is Sanders. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
A.J. Cole.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in left side by Smith. And up and down, just shy of the 40.
A gain of 14.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
To the end on 1st and 10. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. He'll drop the throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 1. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Back to throw. To the field. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Got to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
1st down, Carolina.
In trouble. Down he goes. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Quick throw, taken in. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st down,
Looking from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. to work with. It is first down and 10.
And the Panthers first down.
Motion the slot man left. They show can't sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a second down and 8. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they're going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Slot man in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And a big offensive block. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one complete to Bryant. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Left side, caught by the... They're going to work this down inside the 45.
The Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the
Dak can throw here on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go.
Just take it
At
to
the
him.
35-yard line.
Get a touchdown. Get a touchdown.
They'll throw again. Dak in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Dak facing third and long. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the Panthers' 23-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get this inside the 20, and nice run there in the red zone. It's first down.
Another Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and that's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with back in the end zone and intercepted? Picked off by Damone Clark.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that. And they managed to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They motion the slot man left. We're trying to get this one on the ground. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Keep pushing the ball down the field.
Don't let us down.
Dak to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 1st down. Prescott. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Get moving, offense.
To the air again. Prescott. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Arlington.